The matter of Ashley Baker versus Leopoldo Perez. Let's see any of them in my waiting room. File number 2015-41711 That matter has been adjourned to January 22nd at 8 a.m. Catherine Baldwin versus Brantley Tubert. File number 21-48796 DC has been adjourned to February 26th at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Terry. Oh, all right. I have somebody in a car. What is your name, sir?
Isidore Casares.
All right, let me find you. Sir, in the matter of Dakota Matson, let me bring, is Dakota here? No. Versus Isidore Casares, file number 2018-45159 DS. Sir, that's been adjourned to January 29th at 8 a.m., okay?
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, get rid of that noise. All right, Terry Barnhart versus Jody Colrus. I mean, I got Jody. I don't see Terry. No. Let's get this Colrus connected. All right, Miss Colrus. All right. In the matter of Terry Barnhart versus Jody Colrus, file number 2016-43454 DC. That matter has been adjourned to February 26th at 8 a.m. All right, Ms. Colrus, February 26th at 8 a.m. Thank you. And if I call a dismissal or adjournment on your case, you can just leave. All right, Christiana Borst versus Christopher Holiday. Wait, no, that's somebody on the phone. Hold on. I have somebody who called in on a telephone. Can I ask your name, please?
Yes, ma'am. This is Mr. Davenport. I'm on my way around a little late, but I do have proof of employment and.
Mr. Davenport, I haven't called your case yet, so I really just asked your name. So,
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. Are you coming to the courthouse or are you gonna stay on the phone?
No, I'm en route right now. The roads are kind of shitty. I'm running a little late, but I'm moving.
Okay.
I'm going down the road
The
in a car.
roads are fine. All right, the roads are fine. I'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right. Christiana Borst versus Christopher Holiday, file number 2007-31853 DP has been dismissed. Tammy Cohn versus Mark Cohn, file number 2010-34936. They're in my waiting room. Well, no, actually she is. She's got a different last name. All right, Miss Wood, you're formerly Cohn, correct?
Yeah, yep, Con.
All right. Con, okay, Tammy Con versus Mark Con, file number 2010-34936 DM was dismissed. So I'm assuming payments were made. All right.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
In the matter of Sierra Colburn versus Sean Dickerson, file number 2011-363368 DP, that matter has been dismissed. In the matter of Mr. Sarin, Ashley. Oh. Oh. Let's try and connect audio. Send them a chat with instructions. In in the matter of Joyce Smith versus Scott Smith, file number 2009-34658DO. That matter has been adjourned to January 29th at 8 a.m.
There we go.
Mr. Sarr, in the matter of Ashley Owencia versus Christopher Sarr, file number 22-49109UN. That matter has been adjourned to January 8th at 8 a.m. So you're all set. So we'll see you back then, all right?
Oh, okay. We got some type of message. We didn't know what was going on, so we just went through this anyways.
Oh, it's okay. So yeah, January 8th at 8 a.m.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
In the matter of Rachel Torres versus Michael DeLucia, file number 2019-46207DS. Ma'am, that matter has been dismissed, so you must be caught up in making payments, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Nicole Davenport versus Christian Davenport. File number 2019-46565DM. I do not have a Christian Davenport in my waiting room.
You're right. I believe that's who you just spoke to on the phone.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll be here soon then. Let's see, Dazowski. All right, Mr. Dazowski, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, let me find your paperwork. This is in the matter of Heather Dazowski versus Kevin Dazowski, file number 2016-42627DM. So, Mr. Dazowski, you're ordered to pay $349 a month in child support. As of today's date, you have an arrearage of $3,510.12. The last payment we received was $150 on August 29th. On November 27th, you were here for a hearing and we adjourned it to today to receive verification of employment. The friend of the court has not received any employment information from you. So Mr. Dazowski, are you employed?
Yeah, I just started last week.
Okay, where do you work?
First response security.
Okay, where is that located?
Here in Florida, Leesburg.
Say it again.
In Florida, Leesburg.
Okay, do you have the address?
Yes, let me pull it up real quick.
Mr. Glazier, what case are you here on?
Jose and Lerma.
Okay, thank you. All right, did you find it, Mr. Dazowski?
Yes, ma'am. Let me know when you're ready.
We're ready.
All right, 10401 US 441. And that's Leesburg,
Zach.
Florida. Yep, sorry.
What was the name? Key West?
Leesburg.
And do you have a phone number for them?
Yes. Okay. It is 352-818-9498.
Ms. Pelham, did you get all that?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
All right, so Mr. Dazowski, you're at $349 a month in child support. You need to pay a little bit extra to go towards the arrearage.
Yes, ma'am.
When you get your first paycheck, I mean, if you divide that by 4, if you get paid weekly, you need to make a weekly payment. If you get paid bi-weekly, a bi-weekly payment until they start taking it out. But even
Yeah.
then, you need to pop an extra $50 or something down on your arrearage. If you
Yes,
need
ma'am.
to have a review of your child support amount, that's done via Zoom, so you can file the paperwork with the clerk's office. Just contact your caseworker and you can get that paperwork, all right?
All right, sounds good, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to adjourn this to January 22nd to verify we're receiving payments, all right?
Yes, ma'am, no problem.
And that will be January 22nd at 8 AM.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dazowski.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Yes, bye.
Faith, Star Double versus Austin James Doobie. Is that you?
Judge,
Welcome.
could
Come
I
on
turn
up.
that out to 129? He just called. He's got an interview tomorrow.
Okay, and that's file number 22-49172DS. And when you want to adjourn it?
A 129?
At 8 o'clock, January 29 at 8 o'clock. All right? Thank you. You too. Jerry Dowling versus Michael Newsom. File number 2001-23999 DP. Mr. Newsom has failed to appear. This is an arrearage only case. He owes $15,838. You're not Mr. Newsom, are you?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Oh, well, why don't you come on up? So you're Michael Newsom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So, in the matter of Jerry Dowling versus Michael Newsom, file number 2001-23999 DP. So Mr. Newsom, all right, so this is arrearages only, and you owe $15,838.61.
Yes, ma'am. That's not correct because, since, long story short, I have a $5 payment. I've been paying on it, but they sent it back to me in the mail. I've been paying, I went to court for a show cause like 3 weeks ago, exactly 3 weeks ago.
Hold on, do you live in town?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, you know we're open, so you can come in person.
See, I didn't know that. See, what I do is I send it to these, like, I've been doing it for like, my son's 22 years old now. So for 22 years, I've been sending it to this place right here. And if you want to take a look at it and they
Yeah, I
send it,
can't even remotely see that. What's the address you sent
the
it to?
address is PO Box 425 North Main PO Box. And it's sure got this thing right here, but it's supposed to like Lansing somewhere.
Okay,
And
so would it be easier for you to come here in person and pay it?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Newsom, we are open to the public down in front of the court.
Yes, ma'am.
You can come into the window and you can make cash payments, okay?
Yes, ma'am. But I just want to address the court. I went to court for show cause like 3 weeks ago, exactly 3 weeks ago. I gave him $50. The lady said, okay, we're gonna to see if you're paying on it. I said, okay, ma'am, I'm gonna pay on it $5 every week until I get a job. So I've been paying on it every week since $5 every week. And they just send.
Do you have
it
more than
back.
one case?
No, I've only got one case.
Okay, so you have $5 there?
Yes, I got $5 payment every week until I get a job. I'm paying $5 every week.
Okay, so I'm gonna adjourn this out to January 29th at 8 AM. I want you to take that $5 and go downstairs and pay. Is it
Yes, ma'am.
cash?
Yeah, no, it's money order.
Okay, go down to front of the court and come in every week and pay the $5. And I'm just gonna monitor that you're doing that, okay?
Okay, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Your
So go
Your Honor,
downstairs.
he was
Mr.
supposed to
Vasquez?
supply, he was supposed to supply a list of applications or jobs that he's applied to. I mean, he's got 15,000 on arrears, $5 a week's not gonna do
Right,
anything.
so come back up. So where have you applied for jobs this week?
I've been applying for jobs. I didn't apply for jobs this week yet because it's just Monday, just started up. But
Last 7
they
days.
gave me a list and I've been applying for jobs like.
So
on Indeed.
how many did you apply for last week?
I applied for probably like 13 jobs.
Where?
Everywhere. I applied for jobs everywhere. On Indeed. I go down the list. I've been-
So there are restaurants looking for dishwashers,
Yes.
busboys, they're, like many different places are looking for them.
Yes,
So where locally have you applied for a job?
everywhere in town, basically.
Where have you gotten an application from?
I went to Bob Evans, I went to KFC, I went to everywhere. I went to I've been everywhere, every fast food in town. I've been trying to look for a job, every fast food in town. I just think because it's right now, because it's late in the late in the year. I think
Right.
it's hard to get a job right now, and it's just late in the year.
So listen, usually what I want is at least $50 a month.
Yeah,
So you can shovel, you can rake, you can do lawn work, you can pick up hot bottles. So, you know, I mean, can you pay $10 a week?
yeah, I can do that until I get a job. Yes.
Okay, so let's go to $10 a week, all right?
That's fine.
So we'll see you back January 29th at 8
Al-
o'clock.
Also, too, man, I don't. They're trying to say like I owe 15,000, but I don't owe all that $15,000. Like I owe, but like my son is 22 years old, right? So the whole time he's born, I owe $113 a month, right? The average is out to $22,000, $23,000.
So there's interest, there's fees, there's money paid to the state of Michigan. I'm gonna assume a lot of that is owed to the state of Michigan, because if you get services, it's not free. You gotta pay for them. So you can always go down and request an audit of what you owe.
That's what I want, because I don't.
So listen to me, you can go downstairs and you can request an audit of
Yeah.
what you owe, okay?
So I-
But I don't have that information
I
with me.
I just was trying to see how I do it. So I go downstairs. ask
Go
for
down
an
in front of the court and say you'd like to see a list of what your child support arrears is. All
audit. Okay, cool.
right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And $10 a week, all right? Jose Lerma. Mr. Glazier, I don't have Mr. Lerma, so in the matter of hold on, let me call the case. Let me call the
Okay.
case. Shante Johnson versus Jose Lerma. Oh, I got Jose Lerma coming up to the podium. Versus Jose Lerma, file number 2017-44503DS. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Lerma. I now have Mr. Lerma. And let's see. Let's see, he was present on August 30th of 23 with Rhonda Underwood. And he was ordered to pay that week $300, continue making monthly payments. On November 14th, he appeared with Rhonda Underwood and he was released on a PR bond, and it was adjourned to 12/18. So the last payment we received was $12.77 on April 8th of 22. He has a monthly charge of $542 and arrearage in excess of $17,531. And he's obviously well in the level of being charged with a felony. Mr. Glazier?
Yes, Your Honor. He has a friend of the court hearing set up where he is going to, he's got two cases, Your Honor. I think this is just one case, but he has two cases. He is employed and he's going to start a job. Where are you going to start your job at, Jose?
Avion Steel in Delta. I am currently working right now.
So you've been making payments?
Yeah,
because you're working.
I got money today.
How much money you got?
I got 200 today.
Okay, all right, you wanna go pay that, come back up?
I've been running, I left my wallet. I got half of it on me right now.
Where's the
You're-
rest of it?
It's at my mom's. I'm sorry, I worked 10 hours last night. I overslept.
How long you been working?
I've been working for about 3 weeks, but I was off because I had
Okay.
COVID.
Mr. Glazier?
Yeah, I was going to ask to adjourn this out a little bit. Because what he's going to do is he's going to he's going to get a support order based upon his income for both cases and have this an arrearage applied as well. And I think that'll take care of it when we come back to court the next time. His hearing
When's
is
your,
set pretty quickly.
when's his hearing?
When is it?
January 15th, I think.
January 15th?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's somewhere right there.
All right. All right, so Mr. Lerma, I want the $200 paid before 11 this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, it's January 15th. I'm gonna set this out to February 26th because I should have a friend of the court order by then. And you need to be making your payments,
Yes, ma'am.
all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is at very least $542 a month,
Yes, ma'am.
because you're gonna be paying on your arrearages too. All right, we'll see you back then on that day, Mr. Glazier, January 26th.
January
What was
26th?
that employer name?
I'm sorry, February 26th. And
Okay.
then, what was the name of the company you asked, Mr. Vasquez?
What was the employer name? Sorry.
Yep,
Rima, I'm working at Rima right now.
so where's Rima?
Rima is in Hudson.
In Hudson, and how do you spell it?
RIMA Manufacturing.
Okay, February 26th at 8 AM. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
All right.
11
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. In Paris here. Oh, I lost Miss Underwood now. I had her. Mr. Para, I'm sorry, Rhonda Underwood is your attorney, and she just popped out to go to a different hearing. So I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room, all right? Stephanie Mills versus Dewan Hennigan. File number 2007-31438DS. This is a date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Hennigan is not here. He's ordered to pay $313 a month in child support. As of today's date, has an arrearage in excess of $13,825. The last payment we received was $168 on November 14. Was ordered to pay $400 a month. He's yet to do so. He filed for a support review, and then he failed to submit any of his information. He filed for a referee hearing to have his support reviewed again. And to issue a bench warrant. His arrest for failure to appear. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $3,000 cash. Mr. Solis, do you have an attorney, or was Rhonda your attorney?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay, why don't you come up? In the matter of Gail Solis versus Benjamin Solis, file number 2013-39184DM. This is a date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Solis is ordered to pay $310 a month. He has an arrearage of $2,797.68. We received a payment on November 14th of 2023 in the amount of $1,000. Where last year,
He just
Ms.
made a
Collins?
$500 payment, so I will adjourn that out to 129 to keep monitoring these payments.
All right, so Mr. Solis will adjourn this out to 129 at 8 a.m. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Solis. In the matter of, let's see, Brandon Stamper. Come on up. In the matter of Cassie Stamper versus Brandon Stamper, file number 2017-44718DM. Mr. Stamper is present in person. Let's see, last payment we received was $200 on October 9. Its arrearage is only in the amount of $4,247.69. We pled guilty to failure to pay. We adjourned it to today in person, and you paid it all off. Is that correct? You better pay your girlfriend back. You understand? You should be paying your child support, not your girlfriend. And I feel sorry for any woman that thinks it's okay to pay your child support off. So shame on you, but you better pay her back. So your case is dismissed.
Our conversation. has
Thank
nothing to
you.
do with this.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. So that case is closed, right, Ms. Pelham? Yeah, all right. Sean Dickerson? No? In the matter of Brittany?
I'm sorry, I dismissed those. He's in jail on other criminal charges.
All right, Brittany Stoddard versus Sean Dickerson, file number 2007-31358 DP has been dismissed. Raquel Tindo versus Isaiah Coopshaw. Did you pay your money?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a good Christmas, all right?
Thank you, appreciate it, man.
How much you can pay a month?
For at least $50 a month.
All right, shovel, rake leaves, do something.
Yeah, all right, thank you, man, appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. All right, in the matter of, I already issued a benchmark from last time. So I don't have paperwork, let me see. I don't have. Oh, here it is. In the matter of Raquel Tindo versus Isaiah Coopshaw, file number 2007-32109, DP. Mr. Coopshaw is supposed to pay $144 a month in child support. As of today's date, he has $3,796 in arrears. Last payment we received was $72.14 on October 12 of 23. He has failed to appear, so I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest. I'll set bond in the amount of $1,500 cash. In the matter of Maria Zapita versus Emmanuel Zapita, file number 2018-45305 UN. Mr. Zapita is not present. This is an arrearage only case in the amount of $23,971.43. The last payment we received was $100 on April 25th. This is registered in Michigan at the request of California. They issue a bench warrant for his arrest. And set bond in the amount of $5,000 cash. Christian Davenport. Nope. In the matter of, was he the one that called?
Yes.
I'll give him a couple more minutes.
Yeah, he was ordered to be
So-
here in person.
Yeah, well, he called.
I saw
but-
that.
What is your name?
My name's Cody Lyles.
What's your last name?
Lyles, L-I-L-E-S.
Your Honor, I am here on that matter. It's running a little bit.
I don't know what case he's talking about.
Gilbert versus Lyles is an objection to an FOC.
Yeah, okay, I'm not there yet.
Okay.
All right, give me a couple minutes. All right, I'm gonna take Mr. Para. I lost Miss Underwood, but he's the last one we have, right?
We have a pickup as well, Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't even know when I'm gonna get to that, so. I have to start my regular docket. All right, in the matter of Whitney Losi versus Aiden Para, file number 2008-33253 DP. And Miss Adams, you can call for the FOC pickup. Mr. Para, you have an arrearage in the amount of $12,059.74. Your monthly charge is $411. I show you made a payment of $258 on October 13th of 23. We've been adjourning this for like 3 years now, and your balance just keeps getting higher. And your payments have been sporadic. So are you still working at Eagle Machining, Mr. Para?
No, ma'am.
Where are you working at?
It's a little weird right now because I have a job. I'm just not working because I don't start until January 5th. So I'm not
Where would
working
that
right
be?
now, but I do have a job.
Where is that at?
USIC in Bowling Green, Ohio.
USIC in Bowling Green, Ohio.
Correct.
And do you know what road it's on?
Do not.
All right. All right. And have you made any payments?
No, I have not.
So how do you survive, Mr. Para? Who pays your bills?
That's a big mystery, huh, Judge? I survive. That's what I do.
Okay.
My
All
bills
right,
just
so
get paid.
All right, so Mr. Para, I'm gonna set this over to January. Becky, do we have, oh, January 8th at 8 AM? I need you to bring in proof of employment. And it's gonna be in person, all right, Mr. Para?
That's kind of an issue. I work for shift. That's the thing. That's why I don't understand. Like,
What time
I
do
mean,
you get
I
out of
understand
work?
why you're on. I know why you're on my case. I get that, but I have to be at work if you want my money. So I don't know how you want this to go. If you want to set it for a
Well, you
week later.
actually don't make any payments. So, Mr. Para, what time do you get out of work?
Probably be around like 4:35.
Okay, do you want to come in person this week then? I can bring you in this week.
If you want to play the cat and mouse game, I don't care, Judge. Whatever you want to do.
So,
it's up
Mr.
to you.
Para, it's not a game. We're here because you don't support your kids.
I support my
So-
kids. My kids have everything they need. So for you to say that is always the thing that pisses me off. This is why we
Well,
cannot
are you
ever get
getting
along. This is
credit,
why I don't care to
Mr.
pay you.
Para?
I'm not going to
Mr.
sit here and
Para,
pay you while you
have
sit here and
you
try dogging
paid
me.
through
My
for the
kids
court or
got
you
everything they
paid
need.
directly?
I
All
got
right, I'm gonna
everything they
mute
need.
you,
You're not
and
going
if
to
you
sit there
don't
and
stop talking, there, now we can't hear you. So, Mr. Para, if you're paying for all this stuff for your kids, you should be, all right, so he's disconnected. I'm gonna issue a bench warrant for his arrest for contempt. And I'm gonna set bond in the amount of 5,000 cash. All right. So, Mr. Davenport, still no Mr. Davenport. All right. So he's driving from Jerome. I didn't notice the roads were particularly bad this morning. So Miss Matson, your case was adjourned to January 29th at 8 o'clock, all right?
Okay, thank you. All
All right, thank you.
right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Got the jail. Do I have James Nagy Pal or Ken Lewis in the building? There we go. All right. And then I also have, okay, so everybody just stay where they are. So in the matter of James Nagy Pal versus Kenneth Lewis, file number 23-51218PH, Lisa Weddle versus Kenneth Lewis, file number 23-51219PH. So my assumption is we're gonna need more than 10 minutes to talk about this case. And my Monday motion docket is only 10 minutes per case. So Miss Adams, I'm looking for about an hour. My next available hour to adjourn this to, and then I'll just give you a notice only because I know that we're gonna need more than 10 minutes for this case, all right? So Miss Adams is going to get a date for that and she'll bring a notice out for everybody. Right, Miss Adams?
Yes, you don't need me to read off a date, just bring it in.
Well, they're both here, so you can give me the date and then the notice too.
We could do next Wednesday at 11,
No.
December 27th.
At what time, what day?
December 27th at 11.
Oh, after Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, so December 27 at 11 will work. So you can bring them a notice and We'll see you guys back here December 27 at 11 o'clock, all right?
And will we have that in person, Judge, or Zoom?
Do you want to be in person? Yeah, let him be in person. All right, I have a gentleman from the jail. Are you Christopher Harder?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is in the matter of Roberta Elenas versus Christopher Michael Harder, file number 2005-28751 DS. Mr. Harder, we are here for two things. One is failure to pay on your arrearage, which is $53,651.47. The last payment we received was on December 22nd of 2015 in the amount of $500. You're here on a bench warrant arrest. You did send the front of the court a letter from Bay County Jail indicating that you were incarcerated. You were previously convicted of a felony child support a few years ago. And even with the felony, you haven't made any payments. So, Mr. Harder, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Harder, do you understand that it's a crime to fail to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that it's a crime to fail to pay child support and fail to appear in court when you're ordered to do so?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the maximum penalty for failure to pay and failure to appear in your case could be up to 90 days in jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you understand if you plead guilty, that's what I could sentence you to.
Yes, ma'am. I do now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do you understand that you're entitled to have a trial and you cannot be convicted unless the evidence at your trial proves that you are guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you're entitled to have an attorney? And if you can't afford to hire one, we can appoint you one at public expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are you going to hire an attorney or would you like an attorney appointed to represent you?
No, ma'am. I've been incarcerated for the last 17 weeks. Like I indicated in the letter,
No, my question was a yes or no. Do you want an attorney appointed to represent you? Or are you going to hire an attorney? Or do you wish to proceed without an attorney? So yes, do you want an attorney or no?
No, ma'am, no.
Okay. Do you understand, raise your right hand. I don't know if I did that already. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that at that hearing, you're entitled to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, and you would have the right to question, you can put your hand down, to question those witnesses under oath?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you're also entitled to have me order any witnesses that you might have to appear at your trial on your behalf? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You do not have to say anything at your trial, and if you do not testify or say anything, nothing will be held against you, and in fact, no one will even mention your silence. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
On the other hand, do you understand that you are entitled to testify at your trial if you want to testify?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to the charge that you have failed to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered since 2005?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And how do you plead to the charge now on November? How do you plead to the charge that you failed to appear on November 26th of 2018?
I wasn't even aware of that, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Harder, let me ask this. Did you update your address with the front of the court every time you moved?
Oh, absolutely, ma'am. I was on parole until.
Okay, I'll dismiss the contempt of court for failure to appear. All right, so Mr. Harder, you at one time had a child support order. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And how much were you supposed to pay a month?
I'm not even sure, ma'am. There was two orders, one for arrears and.
All right, would you agree that you failed to pay your full monthly payment as ordered?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay, and would you agree you have an arrearage in excess or of $53,651.47?
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood, ma'am, yes.
Okay, I accept your plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately and knowingly given. You have full knowledge of your rights. Is there anything you'd like to say before we pass sentence in this case?
No, ma'am, just I would like an opportunity if possible to set up some type of arrangements to where I can start paying and making payments. I wrote the letter. For the longest time, I wasn't even aware that there was a bench warrant out for me. Like I said, I was reporting to a parole agent on a regular basis in regards to this matter, and I didn't even know that the warrant existed, or otherwise I would have turned myself in a long time ago, ma'am. That's it.
All right. Well, it's a sentence of the court. You've served 90 days in Lenawee County Jail. We are much more interested in receiving payment. If you will pay $5,000 in cash, you can be released. Otherwise, you will serve the 90 days. And how long you been at the jail? 1 day?
I got to this jail Monday. I've been incarcerated since August.
Right. So I'll give you credit for 1 day. All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Harder.
Ma'am?
When you get out and you get a job, you can set up payments, okay?
Ma'am, I've been in this jail since Friday.
Okay. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll give you 3 days of credit. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Judge.
Mr. Davenport. Hold on, I got Mr. Davenport. You're all set, Mr. Harder. All right, so Mr. Davenport, good morning. So this is in Nicole Marie Davenport versus Christian Robert Davenport, file number 2019-46565DM. So Mr. Davenport, you're ordered to pay $411 a month in child support. As of today, you have an arrearage of $5,212.50. The last payment we received was 110 on November 21 of 23. Is that a receipt from today?
I'm gonna go down there as soon as I get out. But
How much do you have to pay today?
100, but I did make a regular receipt, 102 on 11. That was,
December?
yeah.
And you're gonna go pay 100 today?
Yeah.
All right, go pay that and come back up with your receipt, all
And
right?
then, I don't know if you want to see this now, proof of employment.
Okay, you can hand that to them.
All right.
When you go down to the window to make your $100 payment, give them your proof of employment and what's the company name?
Father and Sons Towing.
Okay, where's that at? Father and Sons?
Pittsburgh.
It's
Pittsburgh.
excellent. All right, take all that down. So one, I'm glad you got a job. Two, I'm glad you're gonna make another payment and you just made a payment. Understand you need to start paying down your arrearage.
And I do have I've been talking to Phil Leonard for the whole child custody case and trying to do something about the 411, because I mean, it's still,
Okay.
$15 an hour, I'm only part-time, so.
Well, you need to get a full-time job.
Well, I know, this is, I'm just
I know.
get something going, you know?
You know, there's factories, there's, you know, a
Yeah.
lot of things you can do. All right, go pay that 100 and bring the receipt back up, okay?
All right.
And then I'll talk to you a little bit more. Sorry, we had a ton of pickups this morning. Rhonda, I don't think I have any FOC left for you, but I haven't gotten to the other pickups yet. It was a busy weekend at the jail. No, I don't have anybody. So I can probably text you later, Miss Underwood, to let
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Judge, can you let me know as well? I got La Fountain that was
Yeah,
scheduled.
that's fine.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
thanks.
Thanks. All right, Selena Gilbert versus Jacoby Lyles. Are you Mr. Lyles?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you are here on that one, so hold on. Lewis. Okay, so, and this is file number 23-50461DS. I have Ashley Hanson Grimes appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. So this is the date and time set for an objection to the referee's recommendation and order. I have on my notes here that more than likely this will need to be set for here. You can sit down.
I'd rather stay.
Your Honor, I'm requesting that the court actually look at the recommendation and not set this for hearing. There's no facts nor.
So first of all, why won't you sit down?
I mean, I could say if that's what you want me to do.
Well, that's kind of the protocol for a courtroom.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. So the objection we have is that Mr. Lyles filed an objection, stated that he's not receiving any communication on app close, and she has yet gotten back to him with information about a supervisor for his video or visits, and he wants joint legal custody and time with his son. So the friend of the court order stated, let's see. So the friend of the court went through the